It's a little bit bad. There's a lot of brightness here, running through a tiny camera. So yeah, no, this is the Fluffy Gamer, aka me. I am now live broadcasting Detroit Become Human. I have completed the story once, all the way through. I kind of cheated a little bit every time I made a mistake. I wanted to have the perfect ending, so I kind of cheated a little bit. So I am going to be basically running through this time, not stopping and restarting as much as I hate it, because I love a good ending. I'm also going to be just going with how I feel the actions should be, regardless of I know the actions that I may take will cause bad consequences. I have also made sure by my fiance, she kind of made me not basically go through and cheat. So hopefully this goes through. From there, I am going to start here in just a little bit. I want to wait and see if anyone decides to show up and pop on in. So hopefully that is soon. So once you guys get on in, or whomever it may be, still kind of new to this whole thing, at least until I can get myself a computer. Then I'll be doing recording versus live stream. So hopefully this works out really well. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Uber cool coin flipping skills. Okay, so for the people who don't know, he is an android. This is a fresh new start for the people who haven't watched it. He is an android, and this is how I analyze things. Angle, everything, interact using the right stick, all that fun stuff. I'm going to be investigating everything this time in hopefully a timely fashion manner. Right. Do I have anything over here further in? No, I do not. Alright. Ooh, floppy fishy. I'm gonna save the little guy. He's drowning. Alright. Sooner or later, I hope.
Please, gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
This is what happens when you notice that people hate androids. I'm gonna go straight to the left.
give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
Okay, guess I cannot. I gotta talk to Snooty McSnooterson. Snooty McSnooterson.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything it moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it. They're on the edge of the mountain. If it falls, she falls.
Alright.
Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach. Do you know its name?
Listen. Saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Alright. He's a little cranky. So I need to investigate what has happened on everything right now. So, sorry, readjusting my glasses. My eyeballs are itchy. I've got allergies like a mother trucker. So I'm going to investigate this place. I've got a very short period of time. They basically give you a couple minutes. Now, the reason why they do that is because it's real life scenarios. So if you're logically going in and trying to save a girl from a psycho killer, you're not going to want to sit there and analyze everything for hours on end to make sure it's perfect. Alright. So that's the living room. I'm gonna go into the kids' room this time now that I can actually do it. Root beer. Fuel for the soul. Also, once again, introducing myself. I am the Fluffy Gamer. Trying to make sure everyone knows who I am because this is a new thing for me, and I do not want to let anyone know who I am not. I am just your average dude that has a bone condition, but I am totally rocking this. Wait, did I miss something? Okay, I did not miss anything. Thank God. Okay, let's go over here. Shoot her. A shootee, I guess. He's a dead man, basically. Right. Reconstructing. Doing a little dance for you guys. Huh. Alright. Back to business. So, what was he holding is the question. Last playthrough, I kind of skipped everything. Went for not realizing what I was doing because I was fresh out of the oven, I guess you could say, so to speak. Alright. Yeah, holy shit.
I repeat, man down. Immediate evac.
Man down! Let's see what happened to the 5-0, because obviously he's dead too. Wow! Move at the angle. Okay. Jeez. Was that a right through? Oof. He was insta-shot. Howie. I know I've gone through this before, but didn't really pay too much thought into this. Just kind of rushed through it. Probably a lame reason to explain why my reactions are the way they are, but overall this is a generally great... I mean it's fantastic. It's a great game to go through. I mean, if you think about it, I am going to be creating these entire life choices for people. I mean, think about it that way. Just anyone and everyone is now in my hands. Okay. Okay, so I've got a couple more things I gotta do. Hopefully I can get there in time without time being wasted, and then, yeah. Must be tasty, drinking that blue blood. Okay, explanation of deviants. Deviants are androids who have basically gone against their programming. They are now free-willed individuals, machines, whatever you want to call them. And they basically are doing what they feel like is right now. They don't have any kind of option or case, if for that matters, in the game. So there are absolutely nothing left for me to do, obviously, except for go outside. Ow.
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Ugh. I am going to be sure.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to talk and find a solution.
Talk! I don't want to talk!
Okay.
It's too late for that now. It's too late. Are you armed?
I'm gonna give him the truth.
I have a gun.
Drop it! No sudden moves or I'll shoot.
There. No more gun. I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought
Sorry for the constant coughing.
Something to throw away.
I've been having a little bit of an allergy spurt. Oregon tends to do this.
Listen, I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I love them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
The situation is under control.
There, I did what you wanted. You have to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine.
I want everyone to leave. And I want to call. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt.
I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You have my
Yes! 100%.
Okay. I trust you.
Bye-bye. It's not what I wanted, but I was literally thinking that maybe they might actually save him.
You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
Yes, I did. Unintentional. I am kind of eating food, so I do apologize. I am very hungry. As a fluffy person, I must eat. Sorry. Alright. Introduction to the flow chart. This is something that I am so excited about this game. I mean, I love to rant about these things, so this is something that I'm kind of trying to get the gist of everything. I'm sorry, I gotta take off my glasses. They are shining so horribly against the screen. I can barely see myself in the camera. Alright, sorry about that. Horrible lighting. The flowchart. Basically, as it says, you can review the paths you take and the paths yet to be explored. And what possibilities you've unlocked. Each node earns you points you can spend the extras in. Now, the points you spend in the extras, they're anything between character models, art scenarios, mini videos, kind of character synopsis, or synopsi, or what, however you want to say it in multiple plural form. I don't know how to explain that, just, yeah. Anyways, so when you do that, greatest thing on this planet that has been offered in any video game, each playthrough unlocks whatever scenario. Now, I don't know if they give you extra stuff once you've unlocked extra scenarios and unlocked all of the paths. Maybe you can skip through specific scenes to continue on with the story. I have yet to get that far. That's why I'm doing this second playthrough in the first place. I want to get every scenario open. So hopefully if you guys like this enough, I may go through it again and just kind of be a jerk throughout the whole game. Create myself to be not a nice person, basically. I'm kind of hoping for a good ending. If no, oh well. I'm just going to pick what I feel should be said, like I did with this one. And I'm going to explain it a little bit once I get in. Okay. Last playthrough. I died. Connor died. I basically pushed him off the ledge and he unloaded a full clip into the back of my body. Now, as you can see, blue blood is androids' innards. Basically, they run on artificial organs and things like that. So they technically do have like a body structure on the inside of their bodies. They can't feel much pain. They can actually switch off on and on pain. So, you know, with that being said, when I first got in, I still look like I'm missing a lot. So I saved fish this last time. I didn't let it die. Still have yet to do that. I kind of don't want to. Last time, I didn't also leave the gun. This time, I didn't waste too much time, which actually creates a lot of problems. Came with a friendly approach. It dismissed the helicopter. Last time, I lied about the gun. Shockingly enough, he still gained more of my trust. So, who knows? Maybe there's other options. I haven't chose the other two. I don't know quite what it is. I've built their trust. If I would have gained distrust, I'm assuming this one, that one, or that one has to deal with... Oh, there's actually another option. So the other 4 options, they must have to deal with either the girl dying, or him killing himself and then killing her, or everyone all dying at once, and the cops just basically sacrificing themselves to save the girl. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know any of the options, but I gave a new option this time around. So who knows? Hopefully it's something good. So, I'm going to stop blabbing on and being an idiot and continue.
This is the top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
And handles the taste of elementary school. You could ever see it.
Honey, it looks amazing.
At the moment,
Fresh out of the box models. There's that guy. Right there. And right there.
Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs. At night, it switches to surveillance mode, contacts emergency services, break-in or detects.
I am very hungry. I am sorry.
The NPA is slightly more expensive, but it has many other functions.
Very healthy french fries.
I don't like this guy.
There it is. It's a bit difficult getting it back in working order. It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit. Stupid accident.
Ah, I see. Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we don't like its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400.
Oh.
Register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Kara, great individual through this game. I'm gonna be quiet now. Alright. As you can see, the world isn't so futuristic. There's a lot of basic simplicity to it. This is going to introduce another individual.
Would you like to go home now?
Yes, Rose. Yes, I think that's enough.
Here. Let me help.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I'm also trying to build my fan page up. So if you see me looking down, I'm kind of answering some questions to people who are watching through Facebook. If you guys are interested in getting into Facebook, let me know and I'll create my own Facebook page. Right now I've just got my basic regular Facebook page, but once I get enough fan page, I'm going to actually be hopefully getting myself through. Alright. So, climate change looks like... Okay, I'm just going to read this whole thing. I've been just kind of skipping through. Green Earth, climate change up. How the environment is changing America's society. Miami to heighten seawall by further 10 meters. If you're into this whole global warming stuff, I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, if you're one of those people that's like, oh my god, global warming. Well, here are some fun facts. A recent U.S. census has found that as sea levels continue to rise and climate change leads to more extreme weather, America's once prosperous coastal cities are being deserted by the rich. Waterside real estate in once top attractions like Miami and Los Angeles are experiencing fright flight, with wealthy residents opting for properties further inland or at higher altitudes. This driving up prices in once rural areas and plummeting house values in previous desirable neighborhoods. Whilst this might sound like an opportunity for poor Americans to enjoy a new lifestyle, the reality is less attractive. Coastal properties are not just exposed to regular flooding, hurricanes, and other climatic weather. Don't know why I said climactic, because it's a totally different word. I can't see with my glasses very well. Do apologize. They're also suffering from urban flight, with all services and amenities following richer customs into new areas. Urban development specialist Arnold Waters calls the donut effect. I like donuts. Sorry. Whereby the previous centers of coastal cities get hollowed out. This census is just the latest example of how climate change is affecting American societies in ways previously not imagined, altering not only the face of our environment, but even social fabric of our nation. Basically, from what I'm understanding, people are... I don't know how to explain it. Basically, the rich snobby snobs out there in our society that like lived on the coast, like if we're talking Oregon, that would be like, say, Lincoln City or Newport, things like that, where you're close to the coast and you get this gorgeous, beautiful view of the ocean. Or say we're talking San Francisco, or, you know, Los Angeles, or Miami. I mean, anywhere on the coastal line. I mean, New York. People living in New York, I bet you, they hate it. Just imagine, like, in this world, obviously they haven't found a greener way to basically go through with everything. I mean, they're still having issues with green emissions or sun flares melting the icebergs or whatever it may be that they're experiencing in this alternate universe. So, I mean, the world still kind of sucks in this point of view. It's very realistic. I like it. I love it. Whee! I missed something. Or is that the same thing? That is the book. I'm going back now to what I was doing before. As you can see, androids are doing everyone's jobs that you would normally see normal people out there doing. Society and lifestyle has changed. Androids are basically our cell phones of the future. Just imagine your lives, you're making a boatload of money and you're watching robots do your job. I mean, as you can see, 2 androids, 1 human. Okay. There goes our normal futuristic UPS vehicles. And looks like for the smart car people that have been creating cars, they kind of are making a killing in this world. Toasters are of the future. Okay. I would so go for a hot corn dog and a pretzel right now. Something a little bit tastier and less unhealthy. As you can see, that sign actually has a really huge innuendo in it. Singing with soul. Think about it. I'm kind of a musician on the sign. I do a lot of vocals. I was in a band at one point in time back in high school that I really wish would have continued on. But, I mean, being a singer, who would you rather prefer watching? An animatronic individual who could literally sit there and sing whatever you input into it? I mean, it's like dubstep. You can literally press a button. I like dubstep, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you can literally press a button and it makes it sound so all you gotta do is press a bunch of buttons and you're all like, cool, I made music! Or you can be like this dude, playing guitar, singing with the heart versus the touch of a button from a machine, pretending to be something. Back to the business.
The darkness in our souls. Why do you
have fun watching this.
I know you.
Ha.
I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the one who will destroy Detroit. Verily, I say unto thee, the day shall come when we will have to pay the...
There's some mixed feelings, I guess, between humans and androids. That man obviously clearly hates androids with a passion.
Identification verified. Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
Alright, pay. Pay! Damn you! Pay!
Payment confirmed. Transaction complete.
Okay, take. Come on, controller. Oh! Okay, I bought my controller here, sorry. And here I shall go. Open sesame. R1 switch. Ooh. See, I didn't do that the last time around. I wasn't kind of paying attention to this very well. Like, not at all. So, obviously, I'm learning new things.
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can? No kidding. Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
Get up, you fool! Oi. Okay. It's... Oh! There you go.
We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Yeah, waste it.
Do it!
Alright,
Such violence.
it's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
Damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
You can take your job next. See how you like it.
Okay. Let's go. Run along.
Androids are stealing our jobs. We got
Obviously. That's one thing that I've noticed. The hatred. The hatred is just, it's surreal. Like, if you think about it, like, just imagine you're this individual that just, I mean, is sitting there with absolutely nothing but this directive, this mission that they have been given an order. Kind of like if you were just this soldier to do whatever they tell you. I mean, you could tell your android to jump off the bridge and flap its arms like a bird and it'd probably do it. I mean, heck, it'd probably climb that building. It's a cathedral. And see, it's segregation too. The androids are being separated from the humans. Like, they are very different. Very, very different. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out what happens here. I stared at the hot dog vendor. He didn't do anything. He just kind of looked at me and like, are you going to buy something? Are you going to eat that? But wait, yeah, you're an android, so I'm not going to buy it. So I'm wondering if I stared at him long enough that he would he would have been like, what you looking at? Oh, sorry, I am stretching my back. I am not in the greatest sitting position. I don't have a chair. I'm sitting on my bed. As you can see, it is my bed, and I've got blankets holding and arching my back. Kind of sucks. Alright, so walk through the park. Read The Secret of Androids. Don't remember seeing that, but I also read The Climate Changing Up. I listened to Busker. The guy failed to finish creepishly staring at the hot dog vendor. God knows why. Visit paint store, collects package, watch the preacher. Preacher yells at Marcus. Protesters harass Marcus, and Marcus took the bus. Now, the greatest thing about this game is it builds up so much. There's just so much character in this tiny, compact space portion of the game. I mean, we've barely even started the game. I've been sitting here for 42 minutes and just kind of let you guys soak in everything. Kind of like if you're marinating some food, a meat. I mean, I'm going to talk food a lot, just letting you know. Culinary student, also kind of a fat dude. So, I mean, food with a fat guy equals all sorts of fun. Just saying. Alright.
You coming?
Join Todd. Now, check out the scenery where he's at. He's living right next to a factory. I mean, and look at rebuild North Corktown, a better place to live. It's basically, we're thinking New York City, but it's in Detroit. We're talking Detroit, like what you've been seeing. What I was in was Detroit City. Now we're talking, if in our terms, Detroit, most people are like, oh god, Detroit ghetto. You know, a lot of people that I know, great people I know, live in Detroit, and you know what? Greatest musicians I personally know come from Detroit. But just saying, this is what a lot of people live by, is just crap like this. So I feel sorry for people that live like that, but you know what? Detroit's a great place. So continuing on.
You've been off for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice!
He's kind of a dick.
Alice!
Just letting you know.
Oh,
Kind of a major dick.
that's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Tom.
Get started down here, then you go upstairs.
Another thing, like I was saying a little bit ago, I mean, think about it, you're an android. You're doing whatever they tell you to. I mean, I'm going to be doing dishes. Well, hopefully. Or not. So I'm going to be doing it the more difficult way.
Depends on what you need.
Hey Chris, what's up?
I can get that. Yeah,
So I'm going to be scrubbing some dishes, doing some fun stuff. Scrub, 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 scrub.
TV on.
intense. Haha, cute. Yes, it does, Chris.
Yes, Todd?
Bring me a cold
Like I was
beer.
saying earlier, I have played this game through once. I kind of went through and I kind of cheated. Anytime I made a mistake, I decided to perfect it by stopping, restarting it without it saving, and going on to get the best and perfect experience of the game. Getting all the emotions and all that fun stuff. But this time around, I'm just literally going off a whim and picking whatever I decide and hoping it works out in my favor. Alright. Giving this douche a beer. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a torch there. Yeah, let me explain that here in a little bit about what that's about. Chris, I bet you explaining to anyone and everyone that decides to watch this later. Basically, going back to the synopsis of what's going on, androids do basically whatever they want. Well, not what they want, but what their owners have basically ordered them to. They're programmed to do whatever the people who bought them. So, I'm going to be running around collecting things that, instead of him sitting on his fat butt, don't get me wrong, me being a fluffy dude, I love to sit down. But, like I said, everyone now is thinking, oh, phones have taken over the world, wait till this happens. If androids do become an existing thing, we're going to be sitting and we're going to become a severely obese country. It's a guaranteed. Anyone and everyone will literally sit there and do whatever they want without having any consequences. These are basically rejected credit card applications. He's late on his rent. He's got an overdrawn account at his bank. This guy does not do much. Obviously, you can tell he doesn't have a job. He's got bills that he's not paying. He's trying to get credit cards so he can pay off those bills and probably go for filing for bankruptcy or whatever it may be that he's trying to do. He's got nothing, and I bet you the reason why is because, like earlier before, when we went through and saw everything when that guy was getting the paint, people are losing their jobs over androids taking them over. Why hire humans when they can hire androids that literally just need blue blood for their fuel source to stay alive? And if they break, they get sent in and recycled, and a new one gets replaced for it. Okay. I can't explore anything outside. As you can see, she's very scared. She's very sheltered. She likes to hide in enclosed spaces and play. She doesn't seem like she's having a blast, because, who wants to hide under this nasty, crapped up table with, looks like only 2 chairs, but I think this dude's doing drugs. Let me go check. Yep, he's doing drugs. Okay. Now, I'm going to be reading every one of these books just because I want to get out all the details. All sports, android power, should it be outlawed? Football frenzy, the latest transfer speculations. Okay, I'm going to go back. Here we go. Android power, should it be outlawed? In this third game of the season, Android pitcher X67 threw a pitch that broke 120 mile per hour mark. The human's batsman was not able to swing until after the ball had already reached the catcher's glove. Androids were introduced as a one-per-team innovation, but they've come to dominate team strategy. Every draft seems to major professional baseball teams breaking their own transfer records to purchase these latest Android models. But is this game suffering? Jenny Waterfield, head of fanzine Home Run, says fans are becoming disenchanted. The magic of sport is seeing the limits of human potential. A machine breaking these kinds of records just isn't exciting or even surprising. But everybody agrees. Christopher Lennox, a baseball pundit and ex-pitcher, thinks androids are making games more exciting. These machines are shaking things up and pushing players to do even better. The game can only survive by evolving. Now, conflicting from my personal preference, if an android was in there and someone was pitching 120-mile-an-hour baseball as is in reality, which I know they have broken that limit, I've seen it from TV and watched little documentaries on baseball, that is pretty damn hard. I mean, pitching that fast is sooner or later gonna mess your arm up. That's why they have to switch out players. But I mean, if you're gonna throw in an android that can pitch 120 miles an hour and no one can see the ball because it's hitting so fast through the pitcher's line, I mean, what's the point? You might as well just have androids running the entire show. But that's the thing they were saying. There's conflicting issues with androids taking over positions that humans should be using. Century, connecting the dots, the transport innovation that's shaking up California. Politics unfocused, are American senators really corrupt? China earthquake kills 10,000 people. Sounds like a normal news thing that we see on a day-to-day basis. Connecting the dots, the transport innovation that is shaking up California. The new subtube completed its first journey today from Manhattan to downtown LA in under 2 hours. Less than half the 5-hour flight time. The top speed is of 1,800 miles an hour. Sounds like the very, I guess, recent train that was made in Japan. That literally can cross Japan's islands within moments. I mean, it is so fast that they say it's like taking a 4-hour train ride and making it into like minutes. Anyways, back to that. 1,800 miles an hour was made possible because the tube travels through a depressurized chamber, providing a near frictionless environment for its magnetized motors. For computers, this raises the tantalizing prospect of finishing a long shift in the Big Apple and putting your feet up on the Golden Coast. California's property markets are reacting. Suburban prices have skyrocketed at 64%. LA realtor Charlene Lowe, depending on how you guys pronounce it. Lowe is a family member of mine's last name, so it's Lowe. Says she knows. Wait, did I just give myself the opportunity to zoom in or something? Okay. Didn't want me to do that. Picking a book back up. I'm an idiot. Somehow I was able to zoom in, but I don't remember how I did it because it was an accident. Anyways, LA realtor Charlene Lowe says she knows where the new buyers are coming from. They're East Coast type, specifically New Yorkers. They see a chance to keep the NYC salary whilst enjoying an LA lifestyle. They're scrambling over each other to take advantage. Real estate isn't the only thing shaking up. School places are rapidly filling, and suburban realtors are reacting up prices and anticipating of all these New York dollars flooding in. The long-time Californians are expected to be pushed out from the cities, which is why they've been protecting the new line. As one angry demonstrator put it, first Detroit takes our jobs, then New York takes our homes. When is it going to end? Okay. So, basically, technology, it's always a win-lose situation. You're always going to get grumpy schmucks that think that, you know, because you got a super fast... What is this? Go to the garden. Okay, I guess I can go to the garden. But anyways, super fast subtunnels. Imagine if you're going across the U.S. in a few matter of moments. I mean, it's like taking a rocket ship to the other side of the U.S. I think that's pretty cool. Alright. Going back for some fat people food. I don't know what's more intriguing. The fact that every time she's somewhere, Alice tends to follow. It's almost like Kara is this, you know, shelter for Alice. Even before she becomes socially adept in with her. I mean, it's pretty cool.
You look bored. Would you like to play a game? You like playing out here?
I never went back here in the back here my first playthrough, so... Interesting dialogue. Okay, he's still doing drugs. Dude, that guy has at least taken way too much drugs to be able to be functional. I've been doing this for almost 10 minutes, what the hell? Gosh, that sounds horrible. And Chris, what did you mean by me, if you're still there? Kind of totally didn't realize that you made a comment. Okay, he's hiding drugs in the laundry soap. Red ice.
You shouldn't mess around with my stuff.
Oh crap.
Makes me nervous.
I'm sorry, Doc.
You stay the fuck out of my business. Unless you want to piss me off. You wanna piss me
Chris,
No, Doc.
you're taller than me. Come on now. Sitting on our table, I mean, it's difficult for me. And I'm tiny. You're tall. I bet you would. You'd have to make it work. You gotta make it work. Okay. Basically, this guy is... Haha. True. True.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do and stop bothering me.
This guy is totally tweaking. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some eye drops. My allergies are killing me. Alright. Sorry about that. You saw my crazy blankets. Okay, yeah, we already saw the eviction crap and stuff. Obviously, he's also wasting his money on drugs. He's not just wasting his life around because he got unemployed. He's just being a druggie, which makes sympathy a lot less for why he's struggling. But then again, that poor little girl is suffering, which I do not like. Freak in the streets. I mean, if we were to put that guy that's down there in the streets bow high, I bet you everyone would think he's a psycho. Anyways, going to all sports. Android quarterback. CyberLife unveils Android quarterback slam dunk basketball star Gary Gibbons interview. I pressed down. There we go. Sometimes I think these mechanics are crazy. Alright. Oh. American football has largely resisted the spread of Android players, with top-tier games still an exclusively human affair. But that may be about to change. Following CyberLife's recently unveiling of technical demo QB1000 Android quarterback capable of throwing from end zone to end zone and hitting a target 6 inches wide. The model is also programmed with over 1,500 plays, from classics such as bootlegs and handoffs to more specialized maneuvers. All of which can be adapted in real time. To me, that is insane. I mean, if you were to go through 15 different 100 plays as a human, I mean, humans could logically only remember 8 things at once, and then once they get those 8 things in their minds, they have to forget something enough to be able to create another memory trigger. So that's 1,500 different things. That's ridiculous. It's like over, I don't know, a couple hundred people, maybe more. I'm not sure. Okay, QB1000 was revealed at a recent CyberLife exhibition. Blah. I am horrible at talking, people. In Detroit, where the Android manufacturer showed a variety of prototypes designed to show the potential of bleeding-edge technology. But while CyberLife's latest innovation has some fans drooling, Roy Kenstone, founder of the anti-Android fan group, sees a sinister aspect. CyberLife know exactly what they are doing with this demonstration. They hope to distort our sport the same way they have all the others. Despite these reservations, some consider this simply a matter of time, with basketball already contemplating Android players a LED sporting. QB might be just around the corner. Or it was probably LED sporting. Who knows? I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Tech Addict, The Price of Life. How driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. Space tourism, Mars on holiday destinations. Okay. The Price of Life. How driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. When a driverless vehicle foresees an accident, the car's computer makes life and death decisions. For example, deciding which of 2 pedestrians to hit. I don't know why you'd want to hit somebody, but I mean, robots are evil. I mean, look at the Hillary Clinton one they made. They were talking about destroying humans, so who knows. For example, deciding which 2 pedestrians to hit. But the exact process by which cars make these decisions is not very well understood. Warren Forlong of Crown Cars tries to clarify. In these situations, the car's imaging systems rather gathers data to determine the pedestrian's age, gender, life expectancy, etc. in the blink of an eye. This data is parsed through the public record to determine marital status, employment record, life expectancy, and whether they have children. The car then assigns a value to each possible victim based on the criteria like their contribution to society. We put a premium on lives that will save other lives, like doctors and nurses. So basically, the successful ones live and us poor schmucks die. Gotcha. All these may sound very reasonable, but Felix Campbell, head of Automation League, AAL, next time I have to say that again, I'm literally just going to say AL, because screw that, says the system has no right to make such judgments. Somebody with a criminal record is not necessarily less valuable to society than a doctor. Okay. That kind of information is irrelevant to the sanctity of human life. But for long dismisses such claims, we want our cars to make the best possible choices. That means acting on the basis of all information they can gather. The more, the better. Excuse me. Ugh. But if they're all self-driven, I mean, I know most of them are, most likely. Not 100% for sure. But just logically, if most of them are self-driven, then where is the accident going to happen? I mean, if they can counterdict, say, weather conditions, they would drive slower. Like, legally we're supposed to, so who knows? No. Don't grab that book again. I'm not reading all that shit again. All right. Okay, tidy up. Slavatron 5000. I couldn't live like that. Okay. Well, I mean, that key is cheap. Okay. We now know he holds a gun. Scenario unlocked. Anytime you see that, you've unlocked the dialogue for action, often beneficial. Basically, they're telling me, hey, if I need to use that scenario later on, I now have the option to do so, because I decided to make the choice of tidying everything up. Hiccup. Okay. Believe I've done everything. I'm not reading that book again. Nope, I've missed one more thing. Oh, that's just a TV. Unnecessary. On to the next room. Okay. Once again, that guy's a freaking dick. Open. Believe this is the girl's room? Yes, it is.
I just want to tidy up your room.
Like I said earlier, she seems to have trust in Kara, but then again, she's still kind of nervous about her, and I believe it's because she's, you know, been destroyed. I mean, this is a new model of Kara, like they said earlier before in the robot shop. Android shop, whatever it may be. I mean, this is an Android, but that's an Android. Android, 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 Android. I just did something stupid with my phone, but whatever. Okay. I don't know what she was doing, but she was kind of moving funky. I bet just because I was making really rude Android marks. Give me a second. Ugh. fighting for my phone. Good knee slapper there, Chris. Okay. Seriously. If I'm gonna step over the book, just pick it up. Again, stop moving that way. Ugh, frustrating. Last time I also rushed through all this. I haven't even reacted to half these things. So, trying to do the best I can to get the best story.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was with sex. Maybe we can be friends again. Your father said you chose me. Car, it's nice. How did you choose it?
If you don't notice, kind of a cute little thing. The girl's easily trusting.
You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go.
I mean,
your favorite
I've asked a couple things and she's not responded to a single question I've asked her. But yeah, she trusts me.
What about your mother? Will she be home soon?
Oh crap. Okay. Scenario unlocked. Open the box. Let's see, shall we? If it'll let me. Last time I picked the key up and I could not remember what it was for, so I just kind of ignored it, so maybe this will unlock some scenarios later on. Hopefully. Be great if it does. Eyeballs. Ugh. Trying to do this multitask at the same time here. Ugh. Allergy season. Gotta love it. Kind of telling the story of what happened. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Obviously, the dude and him being high out of his gourd, he kind of lopped her arm off. The arm was kind of not on her body. I'm hoping that's what that was meaning. Was he chopped Kara's arm off in front of his daughter, which, I mean, part of my French, who the fuck would do that? Just saying. Alright. Ugh. Can't seem to stop my eyes from itching. Doing some scrubbing. Scrub, 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 scrub. Alright. A little bit overreacted. What is that? Okay. So, useless. Chris, I don't know if you know anybody who would be interested in watching this like you are. I thank you very much. But if you are wanting to spread the word, that would be grateful. I'd love you to pieces for doing that. I am really trying to get this going I mean, I have a YouTube channel. I plan on swapping to a computer sooner or later if I can get enough money and funds. Right now I'm working on finding myself a place. So that's first, computer later. But for now, YouTube on PlayStation. So spread the word out for me if you could. That'd be gratefully appreciated.
Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up!
Oh, jeez.
I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me!
And this is why drug abusive parents usually lose their children very quickly.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
The thing there when he starts crying and starts freaking out, realizing what he's done, I think there is some form of, you know, yay! Okay. Ha! Trophy earned. Secrets. Okay, I knew I was missing something the last time. I did not know what in the hell it was, but obviously it was discovers a way down. Saw the gun, so if I need to later on, I can use the gun. Obviously he's an abusive dick, so something's gonna happen. I'm not gonna spoil it for you people who haven't seen it. Alright. Going back to the paint-fetching android. Getting his paint for his loyal master. You guys will soon know his name. Hopefully. Marcus. Reason why I have subtitles on is because ever since I started watching subbed anime, I've kind of just always left it on. So it's been always something that I do. I don't believe I was supposed to leave that there, but you know, whatever. I guess that's where I'm putting it. They even have animatronic birdies. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but in any other video game, birds are really hard to control. Fancy decor. Anyways, birds are really hard. If you look at Far Cry, like Far Cry 3, any of the birds that are in the distance, like the seagulls near the when you get close to the ocean in Far Cry 3, they're very slow moving. They look like they're pixelized, like 2D old Atari style birds, like from Duck Hunt, old school, because they're just really hard to produce in a graphic session. But that was great. I mean, even for close up, that was great. Right. Come on now. Here we go. Take the tray to the dining table. This time I did it beforehand. I don't know where I'm going to be sitting him, so I'm going to go around. Oh, should have known. You're about to meet Marcus's master. I will not tell you anything just quite yet, because I am going to do more reading. Already regretting it. North Pole. Why Russia wants it. Russia's interest in the North Pole has intensified with the recent discovery of precious materials trapped in the frozen ice, many of which are used in synthesizing therium. Android manufacture increasing dominates both the US and Russian economies. But this isn't about GDP. Surplus therium reserves would allow either the nation would allow either nation, oh my gosh, horrible, to experiment in more advanced android models, enhancing their military and industrial output tremendously. So, Russia is still being Russia. No offense to anybody who watches this that's Russian. But Russia's still trying to one-up the US. Nothing's changed there. Still in several years down in the future. Putin's probably still alive somehow. He's probably put his mind in a robot somehow. Add this to the strategic importance of the region, which connects Russia with Europe through Norway and Denmark, Greenland, as well as Canada, Canadians, and the prospect of peaceful resolution to dispute starts to seem unlikely. But as spokesperson for NATO is more optimistic, both nations stand to benefit from a stable, productive Arctic region. A conflict would benefit nobody. President Warren, however, recently torpedoed the nation. It's simple. Russia has no business in the Arctic. If the Kremlin doesn't understand that, we will make them understand. So violence with violence still. Russia, great country. US, being egotistical, as always. Button heads, Russia and US. Stupid on both sides. Detroit Today, life found on Titan. Evidence for alien life grows. Alright, getting back to the reading. The Darwin probe, which left exactly 19 years ago to probe the surface of Titan's methane ice, just confirmed the presence of microorganisms living hundreds of kilometers below the surface. Hey, new person, I see you there. Don't know who you are, say hi if you'd like, but hi. Where was I at? Okay, microorganisms living hundreds of kilometers below the surface, in an ocean of salt water protected by a thick layer of ice. After similar microbial matter was found on Enceladus, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I'm not going to try. Another satellite of Saturn, it seems increasingly possible that life is common on the universe. A NASA spokesperson responded to the story has stated the latest in a series of pointers to life on other planets. In our Android expedition to Io is one among many such voyages that carry a prime objective of uncovering extraterrestrial life forms. I can at least say that, thank God. Jason Graff, director of humanization at CyberLife, says the company was committed to its partnerships with NASA. Our spacefaring androids are specially designed to function on long-range missions of this kind, and we are proud to have our models in the frontier. Alright, I can stop reading now. Yay. What's next? Okay, I got 2 marks here. I'm not going to play the piano yet. Good reason. Hi, Draff. Ugly little thing. Obviously, this guy loves stuffed animals. Okay. Useless globe spinning. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs now. There is a mission upstairs. There we go. If you guys hear me sniffling and coughing, like I said earlier, allergies. It's fantastic. Go upstairs, and I believe... Wake up, Carl! I'm gonna go get Carl, because, you know, Carl's a great name in many cartoon fictionist TV series. Yeah, Carl. Right. Wheelchair. Lovely. Okay. This is Carl.
Good morning, Carl. Good morning. It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus?
Come on. There we go. I struggle with movements, even with the PlayStation controller.
No.
You guys should see me do VR. It's really funny. No, it's really horrible to watch.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth. It's such a fragile machine. They break down so quickly. All this effort to keep them going. Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the streetcar.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids?
If you guys haven't noticed, the actual actor to Carl is really, his facial structures look exactly like he does in real life. Almost exact. Just like I had mentioned in a previous run through. When I was doing Twitch, I really didn't like Twitch because they're a tough crowd. Anyways, I mentioned this before, but if you've played Until Dawn, this is very similar, just a different style. Basically, if you were to say some of the characters in Until Dawn, they look exactly like the people who they play. I can't remember her name, but she was the girl who was invincible in Heroes, going back to that really old, awesome TV show that I really miss. She's in there, and she looks exactly like her. So, a lot of these actors look exactly the way they should in real life. I love it.
Anything special on the agenda today?
Yes,
there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. Gallery director left 4 messages.
Hi, other person. Oops, I was paying attention to being excited that there's actually 2 people watching. Sorry.
Okay.
What else?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
Any news from Leo?
No, Carl. I can call him if you like.
Obviously, Leo has some form of importance to Carl. If you guys didn't notice his tattoos earlier, I'm assuming they are modernized for us military tattoos. I believe that's why he's paralyzed, and he decided to go to art was because he was paralyzed.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
And now while he's eating, I get to have some fun. Now I'm going to ask you guys a question once I get to this point, but I want to see what you guys vote on, because I really like having people make decisions for me as well. So, be ready to make a choice for me that may create something between me and Carl.
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
Okay, so I can find something that I can read, play the piano, sit on my butt watching the sunrise, sunset, whatever it is. Obviously it's got to be morning or he wouldn't be eating bacon and eggs. So, piano. I'm going to option and explore other things I can do before I do it. I've already read that. Screw that. I can play chess. Or read a book. Okay. Whoever is still watching me, make a choice. Should I read a book, play chess, or play the piano? Put that awesome comment in there so Chris can stop watching me and make sure this android does something for once. So he's gonna keep going in circles. Getting some interaction here. Come on. Okay. Book. Piano. Chess. Or I can do some more reading on that horrible book that I read, the newspaper, whatever that digital nastiness was. So come on, pick. You gotta pick, Chris. You gotta pick. Come on. Books, piano, chess. I know you don't want to hear me read, so I don't think anyone wants to hear me read any more than they have to. So I don't think books is an option, so piano or chess. Piano. Gotcha. Here's the funnest thing about the piano. I don't know if you've already done this, Chris, or not, because you talked about how awesome this game is. Should I play a melancholic, hopeful, an intimate, or an enigmatic song for Carl? Make your choice wisely. Enigmatic. Gotcha. Let's do this. So much fun. It's very dark. I know I did a hopeful one before, and I really liked it. I just beat it along. It was taking too long.
Sometimes I think you have more humanity than most humans.
I wonder why.
One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself and make your choices. Decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
Right. I mean, he's an android. He's supposed to be appealing to both. Ha! Of course you would, Chris. Do remember, this does get posted on YouTube later on. Just letting you know. Just kidding, I don't even care.
Let's see where we left off.
All right.
Remove the sheet.
I don't know if you ever noticed, but Carl doesn't treat Marcus the same way that which you've seen so far most people treat their androids. Most people treat him like trash, but not him. He's got almost an emotional attachment to him, which is great. I think it's awesome to me. I get easily touched by people finding emotions to something that doesn't deserve emotions from the human brain itself. I mean, the intellect between human and human, I mean, that's pretty normal. You're going to get a lot of different emotions from people, but... Sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself because I can actually sit straight. But when a human and a machine converse, Carl treats Marcus as if he was nobody different than, say, me. Or, you know, you. Enjoy that pizza, Chris. Enjoy that pizza. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
What's your verdict, Marcus?
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define. I guess I like it.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by, gets closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try. Try painting something.
Paint? What would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
All right. Let's do this. I'm going to paint. Find Abe's subject to paint. Last time I painted this, there really isn't much of an option between those. Or I can paint Carl's painting. I think I'm going to paint the statue.
That is a perfect copy of reality. The painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas.
And here's where it confuses me a little bit. He's basically ordering Marcus to do something that's against his own personal will.
Close your eyes. Close them. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate.
What time is it?
How it makes you feel. And let your hand drift across the canvas.
Okay, now I gotta make a choice. Humanity, androids, identity. I'm gonna go with identity. Despair. And paint. Last time I did prisoner, and it did not show very pretty things.
Hey, Dad.
Leo.
And here's Leo. The guy that they were talking about earlier when they were going down the stairs.
It's been a while, right?
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you watch this real quick. I'll be right back.
It just goes, you know? What difference does it make? I just need some...
Sorry. The answer is no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than this.
Alright, back.
Tell me, Dad,
Kinda.
what's got that out there? Smarter? More obedient?
I'm still kind of partially in my work clothes, so it's a little bit difficult to feel comfortable.
It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
This drug that the other dad was on, Kara's owner, I guess you could say, was on, I believe is basically what everyone's on these days, if they're not. I missed a lot this time around too. There's these two other options. I believe it's piano, book, chess. I believe I did that, and then I don't know what I did there. Yes, it's that red eyes. Exactly, Chris. Oh my gosh. My eyes are still killing me. I do apologize. Stepping from it. Alright. And next time I'm going to go with androids. Androids. No. Sorry. No drugs here, just a vapor. A gorgeous little vape. Alright, back to the detective. Chris, you kind of came in a little bit late, but you probably know who this man is. And everyone else who watches this. He is a android based on police work. He has a directive to be followed through with police. Okay. Chris, you need to play this. This game is absolutely fantastic in every way possible. I mean, like you've seen, I've missed out on a lot of reactions that could have happened between me and Carl just from the piano, the chess, and the book. I mean, you saw his reaction when I was playing the piano. He said something about me has changed. Well, not me, but Marcus. Something about Marcus has changed. Now, what is he going to talk about with chess? Like, is there something that maybe I could do that'll make him have an error in his programming where he's making a bad chess move? To where it makes it look like, you know, he's becoming more human in errors? I mean, who knows? Books? I mean, androids don't need extra knowledge besides what they've been programmed to know. I don't know any other reactions, but I'm going to try to make every option available for me and you guys to make the choices for me, if I can. I want to make this as interactive as possible for the people that watch my live streams beforehand. Come. Here we go. Christopher Gray. John Graham. Talk.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
No.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist. My instructions stipulate that I have to...
You know where you can stick your instructions?
Right up your ass.
Where?
Never mind.
Lieutenant Anderson, I must inform you that I intend to file a report on your behavior.
Whoops. He didn't like that too much.
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See that, Jim? Wonders of technology. Make it a double.
Right. Kind of being a little bit of a kiss ass, but then again, I'm being a little bit of a douche. Hank is a tough cookie. Don't know how to react to him. If you think about it, if you don't recognize his voice, I'm just going to name one thing: Pet Sematary 2, the douchebag stepdad. That's him.
You wait here.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
Fucking A.
Fucking A, man. I'm gonna go get some orders, and I'm going to stay in the car because I want Hank on my side.
Can you confirm that this is a homicide? I'm not confirming anything.
I want to see what happens. I know this is probably not what you want me to do, but I'm trying not to piss off Hank at all. I mean, he's a cop. I get a little nervous around cops. Who knows? So, lovely weather, right? I'm wondering if I still have to go. I'm gonna give this a few more moments. I don't have much patience. Okay, I caved in. I'm not very patient.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me. What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank. We were starting to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan until this asshole found me.
Oh. Got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. Tenant hadn't paid his rent for 2 months. I thought he drove by, see what was going on. That's when he found the body.
Come on, Hank. Hurry up now.
Jesus, that smell. Well, it was even worse before we opened the windows.
Okay, I gotta review the evidence. So...
The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for
Red ice, once again.
theft and aggravated
It's like them bath salts, man.
According to the neighbors,
He's probably
he
eaten a
was
few people at some point in time.
kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Stay easy. Worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more
I just don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Let me just taste that blood, that dried blood from a dead druggie, you know? Because I want that.
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All of the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
More dried blood.
What do we know about his aunt?
Not much.
More dried blood.
The neighbors confirmed he had one, but
Am I going to see anything besides dried blood?
I gotta get some air.
Okay.
Make yourself
Dead guy. Signs of a struggle.
I'll be outside if you need me.
I'm only going to be running this maybe, I'd say another half hour. I'm going to try to hit for an hour and a half today. Tomorrow, maybe a different story. I'm probably going to go for a few hours because I do not have to work on Sunday since I work at a bank. Work at a bank because I can't do much other jobs because of my bone disease. So I will probably be dealing with a lot of this. I plan on crunching down and into as little streams as possible. Because I have a few games that I'm going to be going through a list of that I'm going to see what you guys think I should do. I can't buy any games right now, at least. But this upcoming paycheck, which is in a couple weeks since I just got paid today, and I used all my money to buy a really nice PlayStation 4 camera. It's the best one that I could find. It was about $60, so hopefully that was worth it. But I'll be looking into other games. I really love playing horror games. I mean, if you haven't noticed, a ton of Let's Players love going to the horror-based routine, but I really, really, really love horror games. Okay, and that is how that happened. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I will be asking you next stream what I should play, so aka tomorrow. I'm going to go through and I'm going to jot down some things, and then I'm going to post it in the comments below once it gets lived. Not lived, I don't know why the hell I said that, but once it gets posted on YouTube, then I will post the games list that I have. Now, then from there, I will make some sacrifices on games that I'm going to remove off of my PlayStation downloaded library, and then go from there. Cool? Cool. Gotcha.
Chris, is this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so.
Gossips Weekly. Android 6 officially better. Who knew that they can make someone have perfect sex? I mean, that's probably for the sad and lonely nerds that are probably still virgins and they're in their 40s. But, you know, more power to them, right? Android 6 officially better. Sorry, ladies, but the plastic can't be beat. Gosh, it just sounds wrong. The result of our survey is in, and it is official. 68% of men prefer sex with an android to a real woman, and 52% of men saying they've tried the experience at least once. That's a lot of android love to go around. I mean, at least you could say there's no herpes being spread. Who knows? Not gonna say anything. There are a few reasons given for this preference, but we think we know the real reason. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards. This story was sponsored by the Eating Club. Discretion is our middle name. I don't see a middle name, I just see Eating Club, so obviously that does not exist. I don't know how to think about this, but this is kind of funny. Okay, so it went from sex to international super spy androids. Sex, spies. I kind of feel like 007 vibe here. Because, I mean, they both have a lot. Is your android spying on you? CyberLife could be using its androids to collect private information. Zero gravity subway to connect New York and DC in 45 minutes. Is your android spying on you? CyberLife could be using androids to collect private information. More and more experts are suggesting that CyberLife uses 120 million androids to record details of private conversations of its customers and sell them to trading partners. Does that sound familiar? Not gonna go to conspiracy theories, but I mean, think about it. Phones, every call is recorded in the international database. So if something does happen, they have that recorded on a line, hence how they're able to trace people's locations through phone calls. Just saying. The biggest information seller on the planet is your phone. Anything you look at, they're going to say that and say, this guy likes this, so we're going to put that a lot on the internet when he searches the web. Hence why whenever I go on, it talks about local Dallas job sites. I mean, how does it know I'm in Dallas? By my location. Kind of going into some weird stuff. Who knows? Illuminati. I don't even fucking know. Just going back to it. If you're going to bed, Chris, have a good night. Thanks for watching. I believe this will be recorded back on YouTube, so if you want to watch the rest of it, I mean, you've got it all. It's recorded, and I plan on making tons more. So, if so, have a good night. Share the crap out of this, please. It would be great to get more fans in here. I would love the fan page to get going. So, please share, subscribe. I would gratefully be happy. Ever talked about buying the new car while eating dinner with your partner? CyberLife could use that information for targeted advertising. The information goldmine does not stop there. Thank you, Chris. Gratefully appreciated. Everything from personal indiscretions to political affiliations could easily be extracted and potentially used for nefarious purposes. The spate of reports linking Warren's presidency to CyberLife only deepens such concerns. Several consumer rights organizations have requested that CyberLife disclose the information it gathers and who it sells that information to, but the company has always refused requests from formal inquiry have gone unanswered so far. So, I mean, we just went from sex to super spies here that are spying on every ounce of information that we're going through. Who knows? I mean, this just sounds like a lot of standard government stuff, like I was saying. Phone, easy advertising by going through your internet, knowing what you search. I mean, come on. Ads, 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 ads. People make a living off of that, too. Okay, I've read enough. Sorry, I'm yawning. I work a lot, just FYI. Not, like, physically work a lot, but
Chris, I want full analysis.
Mentally work a lot. My job takes a lot of mental strain on me. I also do work at a vape shop, so I mean, if you guys are from Dallas, Oregon, or are within Salem, Oregon, and you're watching this, I work at a vape shop. If you guys ever want to come see me, I will let you know. I mean, it's awesome sauce stuff. Alright. Shoe print.
The door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Cullen's size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Alright, I'm going to slouch a little bit, just letting you guys know, because my back is starting to hurt really bad, so you're going to see my controller a lot. Just saying, just for a few moments so I can kind of relax my back. I have broken my back in the past before, so, or however you want to place it. Broke, fractured, I mean, to me they're like right there on the border of the same thing, so, but it's created arthritis.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Come visit us at the Eating Club. Sorry. Watching him scan around. Useless junk. Garbage. Clothes. Hi, creepy guy searching through the window. Okay. I am alive. Okay. Regular letters front. Wait, what did that say? I am. Okay, I am alive. I didn't read what that little caption said, but if you guys read it later on, go for it. Red ice. Druggy. Carlos Ortiz. I love the fact that they use real pictures. Not a lot of very famous video games do that. I know a couple of video games that I've played in the past that weren't very famous did it, and it didn't get a lot of credibility. Then other famous video games started taking the idea and placing it in. Now, if you guys haven't played Heavy Rain, this is made by the same creators. I mean, hence why if you did the pre-order, you got Heavy Rain as a free game. But that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, this game made them come a long way from what really has happened. I mean, I've fallen in love with this game personally, and I was in love with this game from the first, 20 minutes into playing. So basically where I'm at now, I've made 20 minutes less than 2 hours just going through everything, making sure everyone's noticed what you guys wanted. I gave Chris an option to choose what I was going to do, and I plan on doing that a lot with you guys once you start actually giving me the opportunity to do so. I'm gonna take a look at this fatty druggy dude, but I gotta reconstruct. Gotcha. Victim fell here. He tripped on all of his bottles of booze. Victim was stabbed. Ouch. They came from in the kitchen. Okay. So, came through the kitchen after he'd beaten the crap out of the android, and the android turned around and stabbed the crap out of him. Hey now, Fatso is dead. I take that offensive because I'm fat.
Oh, yeah?
Just kidding. I don't really care. I'm a fluffy fucker, and I don't care. I'm proud. I'm fluffy and I'm proud. Started in a kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. Question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence.
Stretch.
Go on.
Oh, stretch.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to
the living room.
Tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
the android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some theory.
Lost some what?
Theory. You call it blue blood.
Blue blood.
It's the fluid that powers androids' biochemistry.
Hence what we were talking about earlier with the US and Russia fighting over the Arctic for therium, which kind of makes me question on that. their fault for the rise in floods, too. Alright. I saw it go into the kitchen. So we're going back in the kitchen. And it goes this way. There is a ladder there. Peculiar. Just kidding. Okay. Spooky. Just kidding. RA9, obsessive writing. Okay. Find something to climb on. Need to find a ladder, per se. Or this chair.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check.
Oh man, I am so sorry. Allergies can be a pain in the ass. Super sneaky. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a just a what I'm gonna just reference Markiplier here, but Markiplier hates them. But the mannequins, I'm not sure if that's a mannequin or if that's supposed to be like a super muscular Buddha or something like that. I mean, it could be anything, but I'm just thinking, okay. Just gave myself a little heart attack. Sorry. Hi!
I was just defending myself.
Defending yourself, hot.
I'm begging you. Don't tell me.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
Do I get a choice?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Oh, I guess I don't.
Oh, shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now. Come on!
Alright, I think I've overstayed my welcome. So, I am just going to end it here. Great run through. I've seen a couple people hop in and out. I know it wasn't very interesting at first because I was talking a lot when you guys came in. Chris, giving a shout out to you because you're a great person. You stuck through a whole lot of it. But I am glad that this, I mean, I'm new. So, I mean, I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I'm going to be keeping this up. So, I plan on having you guys stick around. Like I said earlier, when I was mumbling and rambling on while I was reading things, because I love to read. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm blind as a freaking bat. But I'm gonna jot some list of games that I own personally in the comments below, which I want to see if any of you guys are interested in me playing. I mean, if not, I'll just pick something random and play it. But I'm going to be doing that after I finish playing Detroit Become Human, which, I mean, I love this game, so I mean, it's great. I love playing interactive games like this. Yes, I'm not the greatest at it, and I love making stupid and horrible motions, as you were saying earlier. But I will be putting the list of games that I personally own, and then if you guys have any kind of game that you would love to see me play in the near future, once I have the money to afford it, since I am literally going off of penny pinching right now, until you guys really start liking my stuff. But I will be penny pinching and saving up for another game that you guys would love to see me play. I know you guys will probably see me play it later on after someone else has already seen it, because I am playing on PlayStation, a very mainstream console. But once, like I said, I get a computer going, I'm going to go straight on the stream, and I'm going to change things up, and I'll be playing straight on PC from then on out. So, that, and then I plan on also getting an Oculus Rift, so you guys will see me play horribly with VR. To a few of my friends who have hung out with me, I experienced VR for the first time a few days ago. Actually, last weekend, I should say, so about a week ago. And, yeah, I really sucked at it. I was playing some form of game like Call of Duty, and I could not for the life of me hold my gun. I kept dropping it, and I couldn't pick it up, so I just ran around slapping people. So, yeah, so that's my future, if you guys continue to watch. So I will put the list down in later on, guys. If the video for some reason is acting up and it won't post, you guys who saw me, thank you again for watching and give me at least a little bit of an opportunity to say, you know, I am the fluffy gamer. I am a fluffy dude. So yeah. Anyways, thank you again. It's been great having you guys here, and I will see you in the next video. So later, guys.